give them any money. If they say they are coming for it for Ghana, they are lying. Don't Ghana for.
There was one guy that said, when the foreigners were coming for slave trade, they had time to come and pick us one by one. It's time to give us money. They should come and give it to us one by one.
Individually, yeah, like they shouldn't give it to our leaders.
On the IMF thing.
You have no idea. Some are in their DMs, some are in their even the comment section is even overly flooded because, like, over the weekend, so I saw someone post on Snap some of the comments. I think it was Empress Jamila. So then I went there and I cracked myself up. Yeah, so maybe if you need therapy or if you want to laugh over nothing, free, go there. You get comments to laugh over. But that aside, we're here to discuss most of the trending and serious issues in our country and around the world in general. And tonight, our very first discussion has to do with the recent demonstration that happened. That's the Arise Ghana demonstration, and then the effects that it had, or if it's had any impact at all. So yeah, that's what we are going to do very, very soon. But then again, let me remind people that, oh right, so Ice Adonis, we did tell you that it was going to premiere on the 4th of July, and today is the 4th of July, so tonight is right when we're going to, so right after the dish at 9 p.m, you have the first episode and the premiering episode of our latest show, that is our K-drama, that is Ice Adonis. We've talked about it for more than a month now, and it's finally going to kick off on one of the, we are giving you one of the best K-drama series to ever hit your screens right here, Ice Adonis. And you guys, I know, are going to stay glued to it. And to those of you who have already joined our Telegram family, kudos to you. Right after tonight, serious discussion happening on the platform. So yeah, watch and then let us know what you think about the first, the premiere or the first episode. Again, I don't know, but Austin, are you looking forward to it?
K-drama.
Yeah, Ice Adonis.
Yes, I've never watched any K-pop series,
Yeah.
and I've heard a lot of noise about K-pop series. So yes, I will tune in and see what is it. What it is about.
You really would enjoy.
You have repeats, right? During the day. Do you have repeats?
Yeah, we do. But you need to watch the premiere tonight so that it makes proper sense.
Proper sense.
Yeah. Wallpaper.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to it?
Well, me, I just like the whole after discussion that comes with K-drama. The way people are so vested and like, oh, Nanka, we saw you see. Yeah, I like.
Oh, I hear you're the one hosting the chat room.
Let's watch out for it.
You and Jason, it's going to be interesting. Big shout out to Jason wherever he is. So Jason Wallpaper doing the chat room. But then again, tonight we are being refreshed by Gladys Markets, located right here in East Legon, and they have provided us with their latest iced tea products. So yeah, you see some on DJ Wallpaper's station, and then you see some right here on my
I'm taking yours too.
Well. Say again.
I'm taking yours too.
When am I live?
You have two. I have one. Come on now. You're darling.
Oh,
yeah, so yeah, Gladys Market is refreshing us tonight with their latest iced tea products, and they've brought us the Oh My lemonade and ginger iced tea drinks. And so I don't know what flavor you're taking, but I have the Oh My lemonade. So
I want the
you want the lemonade too?
Is that ginger?
Yes, that's lemonade and ginger. So you take that, right?
Yeah,
Wallpaper has two. I don't know why he has two, but that's okay.
I'm expecting visitors tomorrow morning. So.
Okay, great. So then you can locate them right here in East Legon. And then if you need to link up with them, you can find them on IG at Gladys Market GH, at Gladys Market GH, and then you can also call them on 0243 851 881, 0243 851 881. Trust me, it is delicious. It is very, very nutritious and healthy. So you should get some for yourself. If you need some for any occasion as well, link up with Gladys Market and they will get you sorted out. Going right into our very first discussion, like I said, is the effect of the Arise Ghana demonstration right here in Ghana. That happened last week, right? So then we all know that demonstrations have been happening here and there. Almost every sector they are having one demonstration or the other. So everyone has spoken about the hardships of the country, the hardship that we are all facing as a country, and the fact that our economy is actually crashing now. Everybody is crying, from the rich to the poor to in between. Everybody is crying about money. People are broke. People are trying to make it and everything. So some people took it upon themselves to peacefully demonstrate in an attempt to urge the government into action and maybe even get international attention as well. You never know. Maybe just then IMF will see that, oh, these people really need help. Then they'll come to our aid. But then again, the Rise Ghana demonstration was set as a message from the rich man to the poor man, everybody is going through it, everybody is struggling within the nation. Wallpaper, ladies and gentlemen, and Austin as well. I don't know what you guys think, but like I said from the beginning, every now and then we hear demonstrations happening from the various sectors, and now it's become a national thing. And it's not the first. We had Fix the Country come up as well. And so, do you think that demonstrations, or my question rather should be, do demonstrations work in Ghana?
I think to some extent,
Okay.
it puts people on their toes, or people in power on their toes to
Okay.
treat the plight of its citizens with urgency. I
Okay.
guess that's why people go on demonstrations, like to also address their frustrations.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes it works, like for nurses, doctors, teachers who go. It is an urgent call or a cry for help. So sometimes it works, but I don't know whether this demonstration that just happened is going to work. But
Right.
sometimes.
But do you see anything in like that? Like you said, the nurses, teachers, and other people do, and then it works for them. With this very one, is about the plight of the nation.
Yeah.
Do you think that with the approach that I went through, or it was a 2-day event, right? Do you think, or do you see anything that makes you get some sort of assurance that, okay, this might probably work?
I think the government is in a tight corner.
Okay.
Inflation is high. The things they don't have control over, like fuel prices, are high, which is affecting everything that goes on in the country. So I don't think it will be an immediate response, but it also put them on their toes to do something about the situation.
Okay.
With immediate effect, not take their time, but work on it quickly.
Okay.
So.
Okay, Wallpaper. I don't know. Do you agree or do you disagree with Austin? Do you think demonstrations in Ghana work at all?
Yes, to some extent it does. So you use demonstration to get or create attention, and then after you express your worry. But then I don't think most of the people understand that. They think demonstrating is just going,
Yeah, and that's it.
Now, nurses know how to demonstrate properly. Teachers know how to demonstrate. They do it, and then they get whatever response they want, or whatever their target is. Even if they don't get 100%, they get to some extent what they want.
Okay.
But pertaining to the Arise Ghana, I have some small problems.
Yes,
with that
please
one.
let us know.
Yes, so I was, would I say fortunately or unfortunately, around that area. I went to Adabraka and I used that part. And I realized
The first day or second day?
The first day, actually, when the rubber bullet and things happened. I was there before the rubber bullet and stuff. So I realized the number was very huge, very, very huge. The other thing I didn't like was they were being violent. The crowd itself.
The crowd were being violent?
Yes, to some extent. I was like, are they fighting or they are demonstrating? Because if you are demonstrating peacefully, I would expect the number with signposts, the same costume, just walking, maybe Jama or a van with speakers playing music. I realized some people were holding bottles, some were burning ties.
Oh, wow.
And then they were burning ties close to an industrial building. So it was like a bank.
Anything could have happened.
A bank, a company, like lined up. And then the smoke was going there. Like you could see a black in the middle of the road.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, so someone has his business here. He has no issue with you, and then you are doing this. It's affecting him. You are polluting just because you want your message across.
Yeah.
Why are you doing something bad to solve something bad?
So then, just like you said, I think I saw a couple of videos where you could see some of the demonstrators throwing stones, and I don't mean like tiny stones,
At
like
who?
the police, and
Oh
like they
my
were just
God.
throwing them about. I think the crowd became rowdy,
Yeah.
and then they started being violent at each other,
Yeah.
and then the policemen or
That-
the
that-
law enforcers also decided to step in. But then again, yes, they are angry. People are angry. You
Oh,
walk
yeah.
on the streets now, or even you go to the market and you realize that there are a lot of angry people on the streets of our country today because of our economy, one, because of the way things are going in our system, the fact that they feel the system is crashing, that you're working and there's nothing to show for it, but rather you're being drained, you
Yeah.
understand, of whatever it is you're making. So then that becomes a problem. Can't we excuse, I know that there's no excuse for violence, but can't we say that, okay, this anger is what has bottled up within these people and brought them to this extent where they feel they need to just lash out whatever it is they're going through with whatever emotions, just so that our leaders can see that, okay, truly people are actually going through something, or people are suffering in the country.
Well, it still doesn't justify fighting your fellow person who is also in the same crisis, or burning tires in the middle of your fellow citizen and just ruining their business,
business.
or hurting a policeman who is also like you, who is also in the same situation. There are ways to go about it.
Right.
Write, put up plaques, that's why you're demonstrating, write your frustration, march, go there and then vent your frustration. But hurting your fellow citizen with your anger is really not going to solve anything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So then we also know about the Fix the Country, the hashtag Fix the Country
Yeah.
demonstration that happened in
Yeah.
the country, because that was more of something that was youth related, let me say so. As to the youth were being geared up, we put ourselves together and said, okay, things must be done right, because we want to love our country, want to live here, work here, go here, raise our families, but things are not working. So some things, the systems need to work. Is there any relation between the Fix the Country demonstration and this very one, the Arise Ghana demonstration? Because some people of the view that, yeah, it's the same thing, but just the different fronts and all of that.
I guess it's the same thing, different fronts and different names, because it's still, we are suffering, things are being difficult, and we need the government to do something about it. So I guess to me, it's the same, same thing. Yeah.
Okay, okay. What paper, do you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
From what I am seeing, I think it's the same thing, just change of name and location.
Interestingly. But then what does this desperate call for change show about the nation state and the citizens' feelings? Because things of these things, the demonstrations we are used to are for either, like I said, an institution or a company, you know, all these. But now it's more like the whole nation. It's more of a crisis that we all feel we are all in a crisis, so we all need to have a unified front and a one voice to speak for us. So then, what do you think this desperate call is sending across, or what does it mean?
We are suffering.
Are we?
Aren't you? Are you comfortable?
I'm asking you.
We are. Like, if we weren't, like, people wouldn't be going for all these demonstrations. It shows that people are tired. People are like they don't seem to have any way out, and so if the government can do something with urgency, like I saw one of these demonstrators showing fuel prices in Togo and in Nigeria, and then comparing it to Ghana. So I mean, if you're following it, you feel like if ours is more expensive than theirs, what can they do to our fuel prices to also because when the fuel prices goes up, you know, everything else increases, including rent.
That's true.
Right? That's not taking anything. So it's a desperate cry for help that if there's anything that they can tweak to help us, we need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Pippa, do we attribute this kind of demonstration to, should I say, political parties? I don't want us to, we are not going political because this is not a political show. But then, in situations like this, can we attribute it to anything political, or do we say that no, this is non-partisan or is non-partisan? It is just about the crisis or the plight of a people that are coming out with one voice, one front, to say that this is the situation and this is what we need you to do for us, not regarding who is in power and who is in opposition or whatsoever.
Well, it's a bit of both, because I feel people are very stressed and very angry with the economy. Okay. So they are ready to protest, to demonstrate, and I feel the politicians are fueling it. Okay. Especially the opposition, because I saw some of them with a van, with speakers, with microphone. You can't tell me it was an impromptu thing. They had plans to
organize something like that.
Because you can't come with a van with banners hanging over it, and you know how long it takes to print a banner. How long it takes to set up a speaker in a car. And then most of the people we saw were from the opposition. Like most of the notable faces we saw were from the opposition. So people had genuine concerns. Bread, seriously.
Oh.
DJ, yeah, bro.
Yeah, blow. Yeah, papa.
But then our people are trying to politicize it. So
yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's a bit of both.
Usually the person in opposition
want to capitalize on it.
Capitalize on it. It was the same thing when NDC.
It's the other way. No, we are not mentioning parties before they come first. We are just saying.
Okay, it's the same way where the other party was on,
yes,
and then the opposition party at the time also was saying. But I don't. Did they demonstrate?
There's always demonstration.
There's always demonstration. Yeah. So it shouldn't be about parties. It should be about
the consent.
The consent
exactly
of the citizens,
what I was going to say too.
It always ends up. Like
right. Okay, guys. So whilst I wait for your comments to come through, so I read them. I see some coming through. I'm waiting for more of them, so I read them. Let's just go for a very quick spin, and then when we are back, the show continues. Stay with us.
Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make I see, take a picture. In the leg book, boah. Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I ever say. Shake your body.
Saturday nights just got better.
With unimaginable excitement.
10 toes, one girl, make it touch it. Ow, yeah.
The most heated rap battles.
Squad for the claim soldiers, but on your campo, Bema.
I flow you menace ready, it be me with the top. Godzilla self chop, who be King Kong.
And of course, your A-list celebrity interviews.
I've always said this though, there can only be one Bob Marley, so definitely there should be one episode.
Me? The threesome.
Orafu wa comedy woman de. Yeah. Nyansa. Don't fuck. Lighter.
For myself, or for you are.
I'm Jason Alay, and I do this with the man
DJ Varosky.
Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I ever say.
Hi guys, welcome back to the dish right here on MX24 TV. Thank you so much for staying with us. And like I said, I'm here to read your comments and we're on till 9 p.m. Then we bring you our very first, the premiere of our very first K-drama series, that's Eyes Adonis, at exactly 9 p.m. So let's do some messages and we're on. Hi for you, I'm Josie and much love to you all. Hi, thank you so much. This one says, good evening, I disagree with the lady in black. Her name is John. Hey, wait. Hey, debut Myra. Okay, right. So, the Arise Ghana demo was a political demo. We all saw leading members of the opposition party leading this. We shouldn't be hypocritical. Ish. This is a political demonstration. Besides, it was a budgeted demo organized by opposition party. Let power change. These people will be singing praises in government. Just mark this. This is one thing I don't like about Ghana. We politicize a lot of things, and then at the right time, when we forget the important things. Okay. Hi, good evening, guys. I don't know what to say in Ghana, but the only thing we do during demonstration is to talk because of some money that we get, and then we go back and forget the reason why we were even out in the first place. This one says we do not hold our leaders accountable, and that is why they keep doing this to us. If we start holding them accountable and ask for accountability, they will change. There is no need going to IMF for any aid if our leaders are being held accountable for their deeds. Naya from Ikiapim Mampon says, Miss Austin is looking gorgeous. I know, right? She is. She really is. I like the demonstration. I think the demonstration should have had a better face than this. Okay, when you say a better face than this, please, can you elaborate so that I can understand? My adorable Freewa, oh, I feel love watching you every day. Okay. The happiest DJ, what's up? DJ Wallpaper, I see you from Ikemefuna, Skype. It's a Nigerian name.
Yes.
Ikemefuna. Is what? What did you say? Oh, say it again.
Ikemefuna.
Ikemefuna. Skybe from Wa. Okay, hi. Ikemefuna. Thank you for your message. Good evening, Oferiwa. You guys are looking so good. I'm Mingo from North K. Shout outs to Robbie, the makeup lady. Okay. I see where this is going. Her name is Roberta. Her name is not Robbie Bia. It's Roberta. Anyway, so before we move to the next topic, we would like to also mention one of our sponsors, and that is Nutri-Ace Organic Pressed Juice. And they have the best freshly pressed natural juices on the market. You heard me. Naturally fresh pressed juices on the market.
It's okay.
I didn't expect that, but it's fine. So yeah, if you get onto the market and you're looking for the best freshly pressed natural juices on the market, then you need to go get one from them. Their juice comes in orange, pineapple, mint, cucumber, mango, beetroot, and many more. So the flavors are so much, a splash of flavors for you to choose from. You can reach them on IG at Nutri Ace. Yes, Nutri underscore Ace on IG. Again, it's Nutri underscore Ace on IG. Or you can just WhatsApp them on 0577 660 130 0577 660 130. What flavor is yours? Beetroot?
Watermelon and beetroot.
Oh wow, it's very colorful. Mine is mango, passion fruit, and orange because I'm a passionate young lady. Now, moving on to our next discussion is healthy and unhealthy sibling rivalry. So as we are premiering Eyes Adonis tonight, right after the dish, we are going to talk a little bit about sibling rivalry. We all know that sibling rivalry can be healthy among children, especially as they vie for the attention of their parents. However, most of the time, it takes a lot of things. You know, sometimes it gets a negative turn. You know, when one person is overly pampered or overly loved, it turns to hate for the other and all of that. So then when it takes a negative turn, that is when the problem comes in, or it starts. Because then we have the fight that can leave indelible stains, and an otherwise excellent family relationship can be ruined. Fights in Ghana erupts between siblings when they are sharing property, when it comes to inheritance, money and other material wealth. That's where problems come in. Because I know a couple of people who said, oh, the new Sir John, and he didn't put their name in his will, so they're offended. Wait. So yeah, that's what happens in Ghana. A lot of the rivalry comes up when it has to do with, sometimes it's money, you understand? It becomes a problem, then before you know there's hatred, then it turns into something else. So yeah, there's rivalry in business. Sometimes a healthy one is good. Healthy competition is actually encouraged. But other times it goes beyond and then it becomes terrible. So I don't know. For me, I don't know what I think, but then it doesn't really matter what I think. Yours matters. So why do you think siblings have the tendency to fight among themselves more than even friends do? Because some people are closer to their friends than they are with their their family or their siblings.
What happens is, I will blame parents, right? We were 3 girls growing up, and we are 3 totally different girls.
Okay.
I am the type that if you ask me to do A, if I'm not in the right frame of mind, I will not do it.
Wow.
But if I decide to do it, I will do it and do it well. My younger sister was the type, when you ask her to do it, she will do it. But and when she does, I'm like, what did you just do? Like, she will do it to her best, but to me,
it won't be what you expected.
The last one will not even hear you. So I think that parents treat children, all their children, on a certain scale, forgetting that everybody comes differently. So you have to know your child and treat them differently. So what they do now is, because everybody is on that scale, you are being compared. Oh, when I told Aunt Tacey to do this, she does it as and when I ask her. So Aunt Tacey is a better child than you.
Right.
Meanwhile, if I take my time and do it the time I want, I will still do, and I'll do it better than. Do you understand? So then you see that Aunt Tacey is being liked, or I feel like, why am I using my sister's name? Like, she's being liked, because that's what happened to me. She's been liked more than me. And I don't understand, because when I decide to do it, I think I do a better job.
Right.
You understand? And Christine, on the other hand,
will not even bother.
She doesn't do anything. So I'm like, how does she get love? How does Christine get all the love? How does Aunt Tacey get all the love?
And you don't.
And I don't. And I also have to understand that I had to understand that I can't hate my sister because of that.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, she's someone I really, really like.
Yeah.
So if you as a person also doesn't understand that that's your sister and you have to, because that's family, you have to like them no matter what. If you don't understand that and you're basing everything off of how your parents are treating the others, you'll be very bitter. And that's where
it begins.
It begins.
Okay.
So it's unlikely for you if there's money. So let's say if my parents were filthy rich, what would have happened? You know that most of the...
They'll be favored.
Yeah. But I think that for me, my father did a great job because we could never tell who was his favorite. We all thought we were his favorite. When he passed on, I said I was the favorite. And
everybody felt the same way.
Yeah, and he kept different relationships with us. This one was talking about, or did you know, did he tell you about this secret? Right. Or did he? So I think my father did a great job with that. I don't think my mom did a great job with that. She's trying, because she was also brought up differently. But sometimes when parents are doing that, the child also has to understand that that's your sister. And you don't have to hate them because of how she's being treated.
Right, right.
You also have to find your own way of find your own relationship with your mom. Do you understand? Or with your dad, with your parents.
Right.
So and then also try and let them see the effects of what they are doing to you, and also meet them halfway, because sometimes we also cause that rivalry between,
okay, great. Wallpaper, do you think that is more common for brothers to fight or sisters rather? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my kid sister wasn't fighting me directly, but it was always Kofi and Kamaya mano. At the point I felt, it was competition. Later we both realized she was just playing that card to get extra condolence from my mom. So anytime she needs something, she knows that's her go-to card. So when she says it, you're like, oh, but you're trying, you're like, Kofi and card, and my mom will feel bad. Then my mom will do it for her. It was recently that we were discussing this issue. Like, hey, first, then you and me, and she was like, oh no, me. It was no hard feelings. So I know when I say that, mommy will do this and that and that and that. And I was my mom's first.
So she was being smart.
Yeah, she was being smart actually. I was my mom's first attempt at like major parenting.
Okay.
And then I had to leave home very early. I left home before I was 18 because of education. So she was always extra careful, making sure I don't need anything. I don't, because Charlie, small chance I can just backfire.
I can understand.
So when it got to her turn, my mom had already mastered the skills. So she didn't get that opportunity. So she was always like, hey, Kofi and Kawaya man.
Wow. But then now, at what point, we've all mentioned our various experiences, right? And I like the fact that you both brought it down to yourselves, your personal lives, and your relations with your siblings. At what point can we say that, okay, this is not just rivalry, but this is becoming a very dirty one? Do you get what I'm saying? Like I said, some of the rivalries, they are petty. We can overlook them. Or like I said, healthy competition is allowed. But at what point do you say that, okay, this is getting out of hands, and if we don't take care of it, this is going to create a wedge between these two kids, or between me and my sister, or me and my brother?
I think that you have to have the self-awakening or realization. For some people, they don't. They don't realize it, so it keeps the bitterness boils from that till they are old. Yeah, and it grows, and there's nothing that can be done. I know of an older sibling situation where the younger one felt like the younger child felt like the older child was being preferred than her because she did all the housework and she was lazy. And she's kept that bitterness from, and they are old. They are like 50, and they still have that bitterness from when they were kids to today. So I think that sometimes if the parents realize it on time, they have to sit the child down or the children down and
talk to them,
talk to them.
Interesting.
And then the child also has to have that self-awareness. You can't always blame things on people. You understand? You also have to assess yourself and know, am I overdoing
right.
it? So if you don't get to that point and then it gets past a certain age, 18,
there's nothing that can be done.
No, there's
right.
nothing that can be done, and it doesn't end between the siblings. What you realize is it transfers onto the children.
Right.
So because I'm not cool with you,
my
children
can't
come to
so
you.
So
then it's like I have a cousin, I don't have a cousin.
There's that word.
Yeah, and
right.
and then it descends. So it
okay.
keeps descending.
Okay.
So people
right.
have to be, especially parents, have to be cautious. Because I remember my dad always telling us that you three need to always be together no matter what. And he kept drumming that into our heads every time. So it never really crossed that point where I hate my siblings.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay. Okay, right. So before I take Wallpaper's last words, let me just do this single message before we are out. Interesting topic for tonight. Well, at a point that it gets out of hands is when the parents of those kids show a lot of partiality among them. It creates a lot of hatred, anger, bitterness, and etc. That's very, very true. Okay, now the messages are coming, but I said I'll read only one. Let me do this last one. Good evening, ladies. I am Salary from North Legon. Love all your outfits, especially you, Ms. Austin. Yay. Okay, Wallpaper. So as we leave, sibling rivalry, right? Is there anything you would want to say to it? What can parents do? How do we stop it from getting bad?
They should just monitor the emotional state of their kids, and then try and balance it. Some kids need more attention. Some don't care. Like our last born.
Anything
goes. Especially the last ones, especially.
If you don't give him, he's there.
Right.
So care. Obviously, someone like that doesn't need more of mental coach and stuff. But then my kid sister was very smart and very emotional, so she needed more. Me too, Charlie, small. So you just have to balance things amongst your kids, not to get any murder case.
Interesting. What you have any final words before we leave?
Parents should encourage sibling unity, that they should always stick together. They should encourage them, and they should try and resolve conflict and not pitching them against each other, and also showing too much favoritism for one person.
So Wallpaper has had a say, Austin has had his say, and you as well. You had your say through your messages. I'm sorry if I couldn't read your message, but in just a few seconds we are going to see what's going to happen and how this whole rivalry began amongst stepsisters, how one person gets sent to jail, being framed up and sent to jail, and then how she breaks out of jail, comes to crash a wedding and says, you know what, I'm going to fight for my place. I'm going to fight to make sure and prove to you all that I am the better kid, right? In a cosmetic industry as well. Charlie, there's so much to see in Eyes Adonis, and I just don't want to spoil it too much for you. So just stay tuned and watch. Again, my final words for our very first discussion has to do with the fact that, yes, demonstration is good. That is a way of the citizens coming together to be a unified front, to be one, speak with one voice. And so let's stop always trying to politicize it and then attribute it or just target with one political party or the other, and let's just have a unified front. That is our way of getting our leaders to take us seriously and pay attention to what we are talking about. But if we keep always brushing it aside, they always say that, oh, yes, they'll make noise, but that at the end of the day, they're going to push it under this cabinet or under this umbrella, and then we can have our way with them. Let's have a unified front. Let's speak with one voice, and I'm sure our leaders are open to hear from us. Until same time tomorrow, my name is Oforiwa. Have a great evening and enjoy the premiere of Eyes Adonis. What do you have to say?
When the sister crashed the wedding, did they still serve the wedding jollof, or?
We are about to find out.
Because if they stopped it, yeah, wow.
A big problem.
A big problem.
Oh yeah, and a big shout out and a big thank you to both our sponsors for tonight. We are very, very much Nutri Ice, and also for the iced tea. Charlie, thank you guys so much for coming through for us. We hope you come and refresh us every evening so that my guests will get energy to dance for us. You understand? Until same time tomorrow, have a great evening and enjoy Ice Adonis.